In today's video, I'll show you the top 5 iPhone settings that you should turn off right now. So let's get started. So here we are on our iPhone, and from here, we just simply need to go into the settings and tap here on search. And basically, this is the easiest way so that you'd be able to go through the settings quick. You could also go through them manually if you'd want. So the first setting is at the location services. So this is very crucial as it drains your battery and also a privacy risk if not used correctly. So I'm going to tap here on location services, or you could also go into privacy and security and then location services, depending on how you'd want it. And from here is that you would simply just need to scan your apps right here and find an app right here that you think is not really needing the location services. So I have already curated mine that all apps right here are actually using the location with my permission. I have double checked. And yeah, all of these are good. But if you find some apps right here that is suspicious, that is using your location, even if they don't really need it, then you need to turn that off because it tracks your frequent locations and stores them locally, which is a privacy risk. For example, I'm going to go for this app right here. Let's say this is a suspicious app. And from here, you want to select never right here so that they would never use your location again. So that's it. And then next is that we're going to go back. The second thing is we're going to go into searching for mail this time. So you could also go here into search, or you could just go it manually by going into the apps and then go into mail. And now from here, the thing that we'll be using is basically the push mail. So in here, you want to go for the accounts right here. So mail accounts, and then fetch new data. You want to tap on that. And then you would want to toggle off the push. Once that's turned off is that you want to go here into the accounts right here. And then you want to select either fetch or manual. You don't want to go for push. So I'm going to go tap here on fetch right there. And now the reason that we did this is that push mail actually constantly email syncs, which means it drains battery fast. So it is better to turn that off if you don't really use it that much. Next is that we're going to be doing the app tracking transparency. So we're going to go back in here into the search and basically just go type in tracking. So you want to choose that one that is under privacy and security, which is this one. Tap on that. And then once you are now here is that you want to toggle allow apps to request to track off. So right here, you want to turn that off and tap on ask apps to stop tracking. So the reason for this is that this would now prevent apps from tracking your activity across other apps and websites because it would track what you are doing, what you are viewing, and basically it would send it out into the devs or these apps right here so that they would be able to curate some ads based on the information that they have received from you. So yeah, if you don't feel comfortable about that, getting your activities tracked, informations, those are personal data to be honest. So you can just turn that off and it would be a real lifesaver if you don't feel safe with sharing your data. Next is that we have the background app refresh. So we're going to go here into the search again, and then we're just going to type in background app. And then we should have the background app refresh right here. Tap on that. And then from here, we're going to turn this off because apps running in the background consume battery and data. It's that simple. So you want to make sure that you have less apps as possible right here so that your battery will run longer, especially on apps here that you don't really use that much. So yeah, you just want to disable them. For example, I'm going to go and disable this one right here, and this one, and this one, and this one right here, and so on. So yeah, just basically turn off as much apps as possible and only use or turn on those apps that you need to be running in the background, like maybe your social media platforms so that you'd still receive notification, your Google Maps, and so on right here. And Disney Plus doesn't really need this, so I'm just gonna disable that and so on. So yeah, that's it for the background app refresh. And then lastly is that we're gonna go into the analytics. Right here, analytics. And then we now have the analytics and improvements. So you want to tap on that. So in this part, I recommend that you turn all of this off, as this sends usage data to Apple and personalizes ads based on your behavior. So this one is a privacy risk. Again, if you don't feel comfortable sharing your personal information, what you are doing in your iPhone, and so on, because Apple is using the information that they receive from here to improve their their UI right here, or their iOS, or what needs to be improved based on customer data. So that's what they're using it for. But if you don't believe that, or you don't think that that's safe for you, then you can turn that off right here easily. So yeah, that is basically it for that. And now you can tap here on back. And that is basically it for this video on how the 5 things that you need to turn off on your iPhone right now. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.